In the United States, NFL owners are not just businessmen. They are treated like regional gods. Jerry Jones in Dallas, Stan Kroenke in Los Angeles, the Johnson family in New York. These billionaires rule multi-billion-dollar sports empires. They build monumental stadiums. They hold entire state governors hostage when they demand public tax money for renovations. In the American sports economy, whatever these owners want, they get. But right now, in June 2026, these gods have found their absolute master. A Swiss sports cartel has officially rolled into town, and it has forced the most arrogant billionaires in America to submit to commands that defy everything they know about business. The FIFA World Cup is currently active across 16 American arenas, but behind the scenes of the beautiful game, a quiet, furious architectural war is taking place. FIFA didn't just rent these venues, it structurally hijacked them. It forced owners to invest hundreds of millions of dollars out of their own pockets to destroy their own premium real estate. And the craziest part, the owners had to do it with a smile. Welcome back to Soccer Inc. Today, we expose the brutal architectural trap of the 2026 World Cup and why NFL owners secretly hate the tournament taking place on their turf right now. To understand the hatred, you have to understand the physical design of American power. NFL megastadiums are engineered for one thing: gridiron football. An American football field is narrow. It is exactly 53 1/3 yards wide. Because the game is a linear war of inches, the architecture is designed to pack luxury suites, club seats, and concrete stands as close to the sidelines as humanly possible. Proximity equals revenue. The closer a corporate sponsor is to the quarterback, the more Jerry Jones can charge for that seat. But FIFA rules are non-negotiable. A World Cup pitch must be significantly wider, up to 75 yards. When FIFA inspectors walked into AT&T Stadium in Texas and MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, they delivered a brutal ultimatum. Your multi-billion-dollar stadiums are too narrow. Fix it or lose the tournament. This triggered an engineering crisis. To make the field wide enough for soccer, stadium owners had to literally tear down their own lower bowls. At MetLife Stadium, contractors had to cut through massive concrete retaining walls and permanently remove thousands of prime revenue-generating seats in the lower corners. These are the exact seats that NFL fans pay premium prices for during the winter. Tearing them out cost millions in construction alone. But the real damage is the lost asset value. In Dallas, Jerry Jones had to raise the entire floor of his stadium by 15 feet just to accommodate the width of a soccer pitch without crashing into the concrete walls. Think about the financial absurdity of that modification. A billionaire owner is being forced to structurally alter his crown jewel, shrinking his live capacity and losing premium seat inventory to satisfy a governing body that didn't pay a single cent toward the building's construction. In the NFL franchise model, the owner is king. In the World Cup marketplace, the owner is just a landlord being ordered around by a Swiss tenant. But seats and concrete are only half the battle. The true architectural money pit is the turf. American sports franchises love artificial turf. It is cheap. It is made of plastic. It requires zero sunlight, zero watering, and allows stadiums to host an NFL game on Sunday and a monster truck rally on Tuesday without ruining the floor. For an NFL owner, turf is an optimized monetization surface. FIFA looks at artificial turf and sees an absolute insult to the sport. World Cup regulations state that every match must be played on 100% natural living grass. This single rule has created an unprecedented logistical nightmare inside American domes this month. Stadiums like AT&T in Arlington are completely enclosed. They do not get natural sunlight. To keep real grass alive over a concrete slab for 4 weeks, engineers had to deploy massive multi-million-dollar grow light systems that run 24 hours a day, consuming enough electricity to power small towns. Beneath the soil, they had to install highly complex automated sub-air ventilation and vacuum systems. These systems regulate the root temperature and suck out excess moisture so the field doesn't turn into a swamp under the intense indoor lighting. The cost of growing, maintaining, and transporting these massive living grass trays into 16 different American venues is running deep into the hundreds of millions of dollars. And, per the host city agreements, FIFA is structurally protected from these expenses. The stadiums absorb the bill. The local taxpayers subsidize the infrastructure. And here is the ultimate corporate insult. While the owners pay for the grass, FIFA enforces a clean stadium policy. That means every local stadium sponsor, every corporate brand that paid the NFL team millions to have their logo on the walls, must be completely covered up or blacked out. Only FIFA's official global partners can appear on camera. The local billionaire pays for the construction, pays for the grass, and is forced to censor his own sponsors, while FIFA takes 100% of the ad revenue on the field. So, why do these ultra-powerful NFL owners agree to a deal that sounds like a corporate robbery? Because of the terrifying reality of global leverage. An NFL franchise is a massive business, but its borders stop at the American coastline. The Super Bowl is a titan of domestic media, but it cannot scale internationally. Jerry Jones knows that the Dallas Cowboys brand is reaching its saturation point in North America. The World Cup Final is the only event on Earth that can turn a stadium into the immediate center of attention for 1.5 billion consumers simultaneously. When MetLife Stadium hosts the final match of the tournament this summer, the naming rights value of that building scales globally in a way the NFL could never provide. The owners are swallowing a highly bitter, expensive pill today because they are desperate to buy a piece of the world's undivided attention. They are trading short-term construction losses for long-term global brand equity. They are letting FIFA hijack their arenas because, in the modern sports economy, being left out of the global marketplace is a death sentence for growth. But as the tournament progresses through this intense month of June, Wall Street insiders are noticing an even deeper shift. The private equity firms funding these massive stadium conversions aren't just looking at the temporary soccer pitch. They are looking at the long-term data. The infrastructure being laid down right now, the natural grass technology, the expanded field geometries, the international broadcasting frameworks, is permanent. It isn't being built just for a 4-week tournament. Rumors are already leaking from executive boardrooms in New York and Dallas. Several NFL stadium owners are quietly negotiating behind the back of the NFL commissioner. They aren't trying to protect their football franchises anymore. They are preparing for a future where permanent European-style soccer leagues operate directly out of American stadiums year-round. The architectural hijack of 2026 wasn't just a compliance requirement for a tournament. It was a Trojan horse. And it leads to a financial reality that could completely fracture the power structure of American sports. Because once you build a stadium capable of holding the world's biggest cash cow, you start to realize the local league isn't the primary landlord anymore. But how FIFA and international organizers managed to manipulate the ticket market to fund this entire colonization, that economic scandal, is the next video.